Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to the Starladder iLeague Invitational Season 3 and what could be our final game of the day, depending upon the outcome. If Spartak were able to close it out 2-0, or if Vega Squadron can be able to pull it out and bring it to 1-1 apiece. And, oh, did you look at this? It is what happened last game, except this time it's Radiant and Dire switched up. I gotta say, from Vega Squadron's point of view, they don't change anything. It takes a lot of confidence to come into a lane and say, you know what, our drafts were not the issue. There was something else that went on that we need to change. Do you think that that's true? Do you think that this was, like, maybe not the problem they're opening, but maybe the later picks, or do you think it was the play? How do you feel about letting Nature's Prophet back through this? Oh, Steven, please tell me you're not muted. You are muted. Steven! Hello?
No, you're good. You're good. Relax. Relax. It takes time to unmute.
We gotcha. But yeah.
Just chill.
Radiant team.
But like you said, it's definitely, I think the opening is fine. It's more like you said, the later picks. I think they need to be accounted, or they need to be adjusted for. A Nature's Prophet pick. I think Spirit Breaker alone wasn't enough to deal with the Nature's Prophet. You might need something else, maybe potentially a Bad Rider or something along the lines of that to actually catch out this Nature's Prophet.
Okay.
5 seconds.
I could dig that.
I think relying on a PL and a Legion Commander to carry you wasn't the greatest of ideas. I think the other cores on the Spartak side, with like the Queen of Pain and the Terrorblade, just kind of did a lot more work than the PL and the LC were able to do.
Yeah. Well, and now seeing, like, you know, the bands that are coming out pretty much the same. They're gonna take away the disruptor this time, which was a fairly big concern.
10 seconds
in that last one. I don't know. I'm wondering also, like, if you're Vega Squadron now, you're gonna have the third pick. Do you need to try and, like, build more team fight around your draft? Possibly. I feel like that was kind of an issue last game.
I think
Radiant team ban.
I think they definitely had like okay-ish team fight, but I think they were just kind of lacking on initiation. I think it's like not the greatest to rely on the LC and the Spirit Breaker to start things off for you.
Yeah.
So maybe change that up. They're just gonna ban out the TB. I guess they see the Terrorblade as the bigger issue here.
Okay, that's fair. And you talked about that during the draft last game, that the Corrosive Haze mixed with the right clicks coming from a metamorphosized Terrorblade was just going to destroy anybody that happened to step too far forward. And, well, now Vega are going to take the puck. So, another answer for being able to find and catch that Nature's Prophet.
Yeah. So this is where they start changing things up. This is definitely the type of team fight that makes things a lot easier for you. And it might just be an offlane or two. You can never tell if it's going to be mid or offlane, so it keeps things a little ambiguous, which is always an advantage to have in the draft.
Yeah. Not knowing where that guy is going to go. And now having just massive magical damage. They're going to need to solve that through their later picks at some point. Troll Warlord kind of comes to mind. We've seen a lot of him recently. Who else is there? Sven is already banned out.
Dire team pick.
We'll have to wait and see. Another Bane. Okay. This is good. It's like against the BKB piercing disable for whatever right-click hero they end up going for.
I think it's also pretty good against the Spirit Breaker.
10 seconds remaining.
Like, theoretically, if you time it right, you can save people or stop him from ulting or finishing charges. So we'll see how they play it out. I still find the Bane pick, like, kind of weird. I guess I'm just a Bane hater.
Radiant team pick.
Yeah. I mean, that's understandable. The PL, I don't know about this. I gotta say, looking at the drafts already, I feel like I like Spartak's a little bit more, and that's only 3 picks in, and they have more picks to answer this PL. I'm not sure.
All right.
10 seconds remaining.
Looks like you're a PL hater. I'm a Bane hater.
We'll find out who is sipping the bigger amounts of Haterade and whose Haterade is right. What would you say? So Bane is like the grape flavored. Bane is grape flavored Haterade, and then PL is like Cool Blue or whatever it's called.
I don't even know my Gatorades.
Dire team back.
Get that Gatorade game up, man.
Anti-mage.
Oh God, they did it. This is really bad. AM though versus like Puck Spearbreaker, maybe they could cause a lot of issues there in his lane.
I don't think AM is that great against PL personally. Like, you know, you have the
10
Battle Fury, so it
seconds
kind of cleaves them, but at the same time, if you can disable Anti-Mage for just a
5
moment,
seconds
and Phantom
remaining.
Lancer has illusions, you will drain all of Anti-Mage's mana, and if Anti-Mage has no mana, he's in quite the pickle. So we'll have to see how this plays out.
But you're not believing in AM.
Radiant team.
I think it can work out. They just need another core that can kind of make it easier for the Anti-Mage. I think if the Anti-Mage doesn't have to deal with all the illusions himself, then it's not a big deal for him. He can do the same thing to Phantom Lancer. Like, if Phantom Lancer has no mana, like, what are you gonna do, right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
10 seconds remaining.
Gonna pop with the Mana Void, and they've got 2 decent Mana Void targets in
5
the PA,
seconds
the Puck
remaining.
and the Ancient Apparition, also. But yeah, like you said, not great ways to clear the illusions yet. That's maybe the place where we end up seeing something like a Tinker or a Lina as the last pick. It just got banned out there.
Radiant team pick.
Trying to think of a mid laner that Spartak can use.
I like Tinker. What do you think?
You got to give up on the Tinker, dude.
Man, why did you like the Tinker? He's so good.
There's a Spirit Breaker and a Puck.
Okay, maybe he's not that good.
He's just
10
gonna.
seconds
I mean, he
remaining.
won't. Maybe he won't feed, but he might feed. It's more
5
likely.
seconds remaining.
See, this is
you're
the
up
thing.
against
You gotta call me out on my bullshit when I say things that are just blatantly incorrect. I like this.
I mean, I'm always gonna go back to my whole. You know, it really comes down to the players and execution.
Yeah.
A lot of things definitely do work, but just by looking at the draft, you know, if I ignore the players, ignore the team names, I'm just gonna be like, why? Why would you do this to yourself?
Cuckoo would pick Tinker. But Cuckoo's
Yeah,
also crazy.
he'd probably pick 4 other heroes that can actually save Tinker.
That's true. You got the Nightmare there. It'd be great. Okay. Other magic damage. Zeus. Is that also as scary?
I think Zeus actually isn't that bad.
Okay.
He's kind of vulnerable, but his skill set makes it so that Phantom Lancer illusions, even if you buy a heart, it's not gonna do much.
Other possibilities for magic damage heroes, or I don't know, maybe an alchemist? Is that too much farming? That's too much farming.
I think you want more
Dire team
AoE.
pick.
Ooh, there we go. That's a good one.
Okay, I like this one. Doesn't have the best of time the best time against the Puck. I think Puck outlanes Mirana, but I feel like every time I say this, it never happens. Mirana ends up winning somehow,
10
some way.
seconds
But
remaining.
it is G, and I think
5
purely off
seconds
of
remaining.
mechanical ability, I have to give it to G over BZZ.
He's got to play Queen of Pain here, right? Like, G Queen of Pain, one of the most iconic combos that he's ever done with it. And there's other heroes that he could take also. That'll be my guess.
Well, once again, we don't know if it's going to be a mid or offlane Puck, so we're going to have to wait and see what they decide on. I think I would prefer to see a offlane Puck. I think Puck and Spirit Breaker can at least make life harder for the anti-mage, and you can pick something else to support or to lane against the Mirana. I actually do think Queen of Pain is actually okay, but
Yeah.
once again, it's that risk you have when you're up against the anti-mage. Like, if you get crushed by Slardar and you get amped, you will die.
Yeah. No, definitely, and they don't have the saves right now on Vega Squadron. So
I just hope they don't go back to the LC, because LC looks like a promising hero right now, but I don't think they should run that.
man, they are taking a long time to figure out this last pick, and here it comes.
Templar
It's the Templar
Now
Assassin.
select your heroes.
Okay. Great for laning against the Mirana. You know, if anything, I would have thought that Spartak would have taken TA, but I think they probably wanted to have a little more of an answer for the Phantom Lancer.
Look at those puck wings.
Oh, they're sick.
Those are awesome. That's hypnotic. It also looks slightly laggy when like nothing else is around it. I'm getting like nauseous. What is happening? I gotta look away for a bit. Closing my eyes.
But the cool thing about the TA is that it's a mid hero that can farm up very quickly and then put pressure on the anti-mage. As long as you have one hero who can keep him locked down, just like one meld hit and a couple of right clicks should be enough to kill off an anti-mage, because until he finishes up, you know, Mantis style, and even when he has a Mantis style, TA's damage output will always be at that level where you can pretty much 3-shot an anti-mage. Yeah. It's not until he finishes things like, you know, Butterfly and turn things around with Abyssal that TA is very scared of an anti-mage.
Okay. Well, that's fair enough. I wonder, too, like, if the Slardar is just going to park himself there in that lane and, like, in an orb event. He's got boots first. I was thinking, like, break refractions or whatever. We could also see Bane head in there and try and make some action happen as well. I can't click on him for some reason. As we head up top, where is he? Ancient Apparition. There he is. Yeah, he's got himself just some wards and a TP as well. Well, the other combo is Bane Nightmare into Mirana Arrow. The classic. Which could be kind of strong as well.
It's like kind of whatever in my opinion, simply because TA doesn't fear it too much, simply because like the damage output you have isn't gonna be fast enough if he's refracted.
Right.
Like you would have to sleep him before the refraction or while refraction isn't up, and I don't think that's actually going to be the case here, and I'm pretty sure that Spirit Breaker will always be in the area to prevent that from happening anyway, so Bane should probably be playing away from the Mirana.
Does Nightmare not do enough damage to break refraction? It's 20 damage. It's 20 pure. How much is it to break refraction?
I want to say that it's enough damage, but it doesn't count as an instance of damage.
Really?
I believe.
Okay.
It's like a HP removal, I want to say.
I think that they changed that, though. That used to be the case, but it's pure damage now.
Okay. Well, we'll find out this game.
Okay.
One of the interactions I am not familiar with, simply because I never see Bane.
You're sipping that haterade. Grape flavored. Mmm. Yummy, yummy. Me too. I'll be honest. He's still got a pretty garbage win rate so far at this tournament. It's been a rough one. BZZ is actually hanging out over here by this rune spot. I wonder if they were expecting like a charge in or something.
Oh, they're just dancing around. I think they're trying to figure out where they want to be laning these supports.
Okay. I'll be able to see the PL and the Ancient Apparition up here top. Nature's Prophet is. And now they can go in as Slardar DCs. Chuvash has had enough. He's over it.
The game hasn't even started yet.
I'm done.
I'm done.
Yeah. There is also the ward placed down, obviously, up here on the high ground. We've got one placed down in the mid lane as well. I don't know what that says, what that means. If anybody could translate, that would be great.
It's okay, I don't know what they're saying either.
All right, chat. If we're paused for more than 2 minutes, all right, we're not going to be. Let me know what they say. I'm sure chat speaks Russian.
They said, "Happy birthday, Aloha." Hey, thanks, man. I'm having a birthday party. You're welcome to join.
What a nice guy.
That's all I got.
Okay. I mean, that was the gist of it, I'm sure. See if he gets his block, even though he did get there. Yeah, he should be able to. No problem. No problem. And his name, he's tagged up as No Fear Add Please. So he wants No Fear to add him on Steam. Bane will be over here to block the range creep if it gets through. Afterlife, I'm sure, has been playing against the bot, been working on his blocking. Slayer, in the meantime, going to charge in and hit Mr. Chubash a little bit off the mark that time. He was hitting all of those last game, but we'll be punished a little bit here.
It's very funny to see that the ones that he hits are the ones that like seem impossible.
Yeah.
And the ones that he misses are the ones that are like the easiest and have given him the most time to react to.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That ain't good. Ping. 1 minute. Misha here is showing one of the strong parts of Bane is just the ability to solo zone somebody out of this lane here with Brain Sap level 1. It's already, you know, just the 180 damage swing. Sure, man. Ping. Okay, let's wait.
That's probably what they were talking about earlier.
Why
have we paused? Lag.
I see. I can't tell, like, why did they switch off between Russian and English? They must have heard us.
I don't know. Maybe.
All right, I believe in you guys. Come on, Spartak. Oh, no! Where's the Eto Gege?
Can you chat wheel during pauses? Please.
No, we can't.
No, them.
I think so. Yeah, you definitely can. I'm sure you can. Oh, it is happy birthday.
I was right.
Happy birthday, Aloha. Anything else?
Actually, I don't know why I'm saying I'm right.
Yeah, we shouldn't be listening to chat.
It's probably people just like repeating after us.
They said FEU casters. I don't think that's what they said, guys. I think you're wrong. Sioma said they're waiting for gift. Okay. Chat so smart, PogChamp. Fear, question mark. Is a fear face. Rule 5, wonderful. Hard game for Puck. Nope, that's not what we're talking about. We want to get the translation, folks. Nobody here speaks any Russian. It's too positive for a Dota chat. I agree.
I don't think this is even that hard of a game for Puck.
You don't think
there
so?
There are harder games for Puck. No. Because he's an offlane Puck, so majority of the time, you know, like you have the tools to pretty much evade most of the stuff. Your only biggest threat is the Bane, but I don't think Bane is going to care too much about you when the team fights happen. I think that a lot of the priority is going to be shifted on the TA, and if for some reason you manage to find the PL, you'll most likely go for the PL instead. So this Puck shouldn't be the high priority target for Spartak, and because of that, you kind of get some breathing room.
So there's a couple interesting things I found here also. One is that we've seen Aloha pretty consistently take Phantom Rush at level 1. So it gives you that bonus 6 agility once you end up connecting on a target. So it's a little bit of like extra last hitting power. And then also, obviously, the ability to close the gap and harass the offlaner. The other one is Puck has gone phase shift first. And I don't, like, the only thing he can phase shift in this lane literally is the Bane right clicks. Do you think that's worth it versus an orb?
I think he sees potential in where the lane is right now, so he probably took the phase shift because he expects to be able to stand within tower range. That's my guess. Because if he orbs right now, then he'll never see the wave again.
Oh, okay. So you just think that there's not any value in taking the orb versus there's like a tiny bit of value in phase shifting?
Well, the thing is, you can dodge the right click from Bane, right? And if you look at, he definitely checked Bane's inventory and he sees, okay, this Bane only has two tangos and then brain sap for the in terms of sustain, and Puck is holding on to 7 more tangos, so eventually he's going to win the right click battle, and then it turns into a 1v1 against the anti-mage if he forces the Bane to go back to base, and then he'll be able to get levels that way.
Okay, fair enough. Man, we are having quite the pause here.
I'm done too.
Yeah. I think that the other nice part about this is that, like, it does feel like a very different game from last time. But the pieces are still there for the split pushing, for the ratting out. Is there a point in this game where Spartak can like take big team fights at all? It feels like it has to be more pickoff oriented, right?
I think for the start to the mid game, yeah. But I think when the game as the game progresses and people start picking up their items, I think Spartak have a pretty solid team fight lineup. You have a Slardar who can actually initiate or counter initiate, and from then on, you have 3 very good damage dealers in the mid to late game. So I think you don't have to be too afraid of the puck and the AA, I think.
Okay. Look at this. The Bane is about to get hit in the head by a puck right click. It's kind of cool looking, don't you think? Look at that.
Sure.
It's like covered with fairy dust.
Looks like any normal projectile.
What are you talking about? This thing, it's got like little swirls and stuff. You know what that actually looks like? It looks like the shadows from an eclipse. You weren't around where there was the eclipse, were you?
I was looking straight into it. No, I'm kidding.
Because I was actually, it was like right over me at my house. It was pretty cool.
I heard about it and I was like, yeah, I'm in a Dota game. Whatever.
It's like a once in a, not lifetime, but once in a little while event, you know?
Cool. Apparently it comes around like pretty often.
Yeah.
Not like that often, but enough times for you to like catch it multiple times in your lifetime. So
yeah,
whatever. I'm just a hater, so I sit at home and play video games.
It's the way to be, honestly. Taking a look at all these sets, not really seeing any that stick out as awesome. I still am not a big fan of the Slardar one. Spirit Breaker is just very frustrated at the situation. The fact that Slardar is disconnected and he's like quivering with anger. You see this?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't hear a word you just said.
That's fine. Nobody else did either. They're not listening to me anymore.
I'm tuning out right now. I'm like, when is this guy coming back?
You're playing Hearthstone off in the background.
I wish I could play something in the background right now.
Okay. Your computer not able to handle that? Mine can't.
No, I can, but that would be unprofessional.
We're just the bastion of professionalism right now.
I mean, I gotta try.
Oh, I'm with you. Absolutely. Chuvash ready. Nah. All right. I don't speak Russian, but that doesn't look like go. Dot.
I mean, in Korean, that means yes.
Really?
Yeah.
You could completely be lying to me right now, and I would just go with it.
No, I wouldn't do that to you. Like, oh Jesus! Now you're having second thoughts. You actually don't believe me.
No, I don't. I really don't.
I mean, that's fine.
Let me see.
You'll look foolish when you find out, so it's fine.
Let's see. Korean for what? What'd you say it was? Korean
yes.
for yes.
It is used.
That is not
very consistent.
This is what came up on my feed. That is not ne. That is something else. In Google Translate. Look at that.
Say?
It's not English. It's something else. It's Korean, I guess.
Why don't you Oh, it's in. Wait, all right. Paste it. I need to see this.
I pasted it into Skype. There you go. That doesn't look like ne.
That says eh.
Oh my God! Please, Chuvash, get back into here. What is happening?
I should be right though. I mean, it's been a while since I've, heard Korean, but I'm fairly certain.
Okay.
It's because they use it for like almost everything. It's like you say it when you're replying someone, you're like you understand or you want to say yes or a ton of other stuff.
So did you ever try and learn Korean while you were there?
I just learned how to read. That's it.
You learned how to read in Korean?
I mean, it sounds impressive.
Are you in English? What are you talking about here?
No, like actually reading the language. Like you can read it.
Yeah.
It's like, so you know how like in English there's just 26 letters, right? And then if you understand how everything sounds, you can piece it together and then you can pronunciate it, right? Or you can pronounce it.
Yeah.
in Korean is the same thing. They have an alphabet. So once you learn how to read it, you can slowly pronounce everything.
That's kind of cool.
That's all I learned. But it was super important because a lot of words are like phonetically spelt like English. So it'd be written in Korean, but if you read it out, it'll be like chicken, you know?
That sounds yummy. That's great. I like it. So then you learned how to read in Korean. You speak Chinese, sort of, right?
What do you mean, sort of? I'm fluent.
Are you?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were fluent. Oh yeah, you are fluent. Who am I thinking of? I'm thinking of Ben. Ben's not fluent.
Oh yeah, Ben sucks. Ben's Mandarin is probably like barely any better than mine, and mine's is probably worse than a preschooler.
We went to the you go to these like internet cafes in China, right? And you go there, and if you speak English, like they know it or they don't. But like Ben would go up and try and speak Mandarin, and then everybody would just like look at him, and then like turn around and not acknowledge us. And it was like they would only do it if Jack was there, and he would like yell at them, be like, "Give us computers to play."
Man, I want to go traveling.
Should do it, man.
I mean, I say that now, but I'll probably get tired of it after one trip.
Yeah. That's cool. Traveling is fun. I went on a trip with my wife. We went backpacking through Europe for like 3.5 months, but we had to like quit our jobs and save up money for like a year to be able to do it. But I would highly recommend it to anybody out there who's listening right now. Go travel. It's really cool.
I highly recommend staying at home and saving your money and playing games.
Yeah. And Dota's a great way to do it. That's all I was doing. Actually, no, I wasn't even playing Dota at that time. But I was playing other like free-to-play games. It's a great way to get entertainment and then save your money for cool stuff. Or compendiums. Buy more sets. Have you seen Spirit Breaker up close, by the way? Look at... I didn't realize how long his legs were. You see this?
I disabled my zoom in, zoom out.
Really?
Yeah, I disabled it because I use my middle mouse to move my camera.
Oh.
Yeah, so, I mean, you can see why that would be a problem. Sometimes I was like moving my camera and it zooms in. I'm like, why is this happening?
Yeah.
Of course, that was only like one game.
Well, you go into showcase mode. In showcase mode, it should still work.
Honestly, I wish I could disable that too.
Why?
Because some of us are longtime Dota players. We use the portraits for a lot of different things, and you accidentally click showcase, and it'll get you killed.
What do you use the portraits for?
Sometimes you use it to cast spells on yourself.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes you, yeah. Well, actually, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Sometimes sometimes you'll click it to center yourself as well instead of hitting your hero select key, I guess. But it's kind of rare, I guess. It's just Warcraft 3 habits.
Yeah. Well, there's the other thing that you can do that's just cool, like casting a spell on the portraits at the top to cast a spell on them.
Yeah, there's that too.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's no hero showcase there, so it's whatever.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, I use a couple of different things for camera stuff. So, like, when I'm switching between them, I turn on directed stuff, so it makes this like smooth drag happen. But then when I'm actually on top of them, then I use the middle mouse button to do stuff like this to follow and move it around. Rain! Okay? And so when you do this, you can like move through and have like the mouse buttons to move the camera around left, right, and center. And then it sort of keeps it all smooth and fancy looking. And then you can take that off by hitting a hotkey, and then it's just like normal movement. And when that happens, that's when you use middle mouse button, and then it's like your own individual fancy looking camera. You can't see any of this, so I'll just...
Yeah, that was some NA explanation to me.
Oh, all right, Admin stepping in. I don't know what he's saying.
Translate. 10 minutes max, that's what he said.
I think that's what it is.
I saw the 10.
This comes from your world of adminning experience.
What adminning experience?
You were an admin for a while, right? You were doing it at the Summit Games.
Well, here's the secret
that
not many people know about. I don't do anything. I sit in the room and pretend like I'm working.
Yeah. That's great.
Don't tell BTS, thank you.
All right.
So they keep hiring me.
No worry. Nobody's watching anyways. It's fine. We're hanging out. Anything else going on in chat? Let's see. Hide the minimap. This pause is clearly for lane scouting. This guy, he knows the next level tactics. Mojo DC. What a guy. Let's see. Anything else? SB is pissed off, apparently. I'd rather do something else. Why do we have to wait 10 Fken years? Goddamning game to start. What a wordsmith. My goodness. Yabadikobo Tov. It looks like he just sort of hit his hands across the keyboard and just was like, and that's my screen name here.
It's a sick one.
Yeah.
No one expects you to drag your hand all the way to the right side and back.
Yep. Oh, take a look at these couriers. Now look at this guy, the dire one. Aloha pick dali naden rojenya ilio eto prank.
Nice prank, bro.
Sick. Let's see the other courier. Oh my God, they have the donkey. You know, I saw that donkey backstage at TI. It like shit everywhere.
What?
You remember the donkey at TI? Do you not remember this?
I was at TI. I didn't see a donkey.
The donkey at TI when Slacks and Casey came out and they were like, you remember the intro skit?
I was probably like asleep.
God,
Was it early in the morning?
Yeah, did you not see Slacks cosplaying as CM?
I saw the video, but I fell asleep.
Okay, well they brought a donkey out on stage and it looked like that one. It had the goggles and everything. Although this one actually doesn't have the goggles. How? What is this little like bunk courier?
What courier? The donkey?
Yeah, it doesn't have the
What's wrong with
goggles. Oh, is the goggles only when you
No,
upgrade
it doesn't fly. Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I was gonna be upset. That makes more sense now. Well, we don't have any translation, unfortunately, of the things that are going on. I might do a quick little ASCII in the Discord group.
No, it's okay. So the chat said he said 10 minutes and we're going as it is. All right, we're good. We're good.
All right, I'm just going to double check with them, see if they can also give any other stuff. So 10 minutes and we're going as is. And that was probably about like 2 minutes ago, maybe?
I think so.
But
the thing Vega are going to be good sports about it. I've seen teams like give up their 10 minutes as well, you know.
Yeah. We'll have to wait and see what they end up doing. Chuvash is here though, right? Like he's in the game.
Yeah, but I don't know. They need time for him. So I mean, I can't read it, so I don't even know what they need the pause for.
Right. Any update? I sent a message out there. I haven't heard back from admins yet. Let's see. Anything else that we could do in the meantime? The other cool thing that I've seen is that have you like checked out any of the VR stuff with Dota 2?
Nope. Haven't tried any of that as well.
I was at TI5 or TI6. They had VR set up there that had Dota 2 things on it. And you could get inside the showcase mode like this, and it was really cool to watch the game from that view with like you actually being inside of it. It was really, really cool to watch because you could like just fly around the map and like go check stuff out. So you could like, you know, go over here and like look at the camps and look at all the critters and stuff. It was really neat.
I haven't tried that yet because VR is very expensive to own, and
yeah.
whenever I'm at TI, I never go for any of that stuff. Most of my time spent at TI is always just with friends and people I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, for sure. Look at this family portrait over here. You got the two Hellbear Smashers, the Hellbear and the Hellbear Smashers. They look like.
Wait, which camp are you looking at? Oh, that one.
Yeah. Hey, you can see which one I'm looking at there. It's got like his arm around him. Like, hey, buddy. How you doing? Actually, it's kind of
No,
somewhere
it kind of
else.
looks weird.
Yeah, it does look
No,
a little
yeah, it
weird.
looks strange.
It's not okay. All right, let's see if the admin respond to me at all. Nope, no response. Well, I mean, they have other things that they're doing, better things to be doing.
They're saying something in chat right now.
What's that?
I mean, I don't know what they're saying. They're just saying stuff.
Let's see. I can't, like, that's the thing is it's not even, I can't even phonetically say it. In South American games when there's pauses, I can speak a little bit of Spanish, like, and actually, like, you know, make it sound good. Here, I got no idea. No freaking clue.
Someone said he's waiting for the lag to subside.
Waiting for the lag to subside.
So apparently he's just lagging like crazy right now. So they can't start because... I mean, have you ever tried playing Dota with, like,
Yes.
300 ping and, like, 20%, 30% packet loss? It's actually impossible.
It's really, really bad.
It becomes a strategy game. You have to plan your movements ahead because you cannot change them as it's happening.
Yeah. The thing is, you can't really notice that much of a difference between when I'm playing without lag, so. Look at this guy. These little ancient black dragons are like the derpiest looking things in the world.
Ancient black dragon.
F9, 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 F9. G has had enough. All right, I understand what this means. Yeah. Yep.
I thought they updated the black dragon models. They did, right?
Yeah, they are a little bit better. They used to be real bad. These ones are looking better.
Oh, he disconnected. No. All hope is lost.
Yeah. Well, we had a good run. When this pause is done, Julian Fate's update will be out. You heard it here first. Unfortunately, this game is not going to be over until December.
You're gonna make people even more upset than they already are.
I know. Oh, lordy. Let's see what else we have here from these folks in chat. Anything else value? Please don't... I don't know what that is. Enforce the 10-minute pause rule, F9. Let's discuss the game, please, so I might bet. Okay. No. Let's see. How is PL already double the CS of Mirana so early in the game? That is a good point. I mean, Mirana really needs to step it up because PL is just owning. Let's see. What else? Could we have 2 minutes? AFK stream. Miracle. Okay, what are you guys doing? The admin said they have 1 minute. They start in 1 minute.
That can't be the case because we're still paused.
That's a good point. They are for sure not.
He's back.
Slardar, are you here
He's gonna be like, we're still lagging.
with your awful set? Oh, it's so terrible. Look at him. Actually, I like the shoulders a little bit. It's just the head. The head throws me off. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, they're going.
Responsio Splacio. Go. We're underway! All right, even if the game ends up getting paused again, we at least have new things to look at.
Not really. The creeps are moving along, but that's it. All right, don't jinx it.
Charge.
Oh, mid lane.
Arrow.
Missed the arrow.
Now he caught it onto Slayer, but I don't know if that's who he was looking for.
He's definitely looking to harass the TA, but G's got that salve. Not gonna worry too much about it.
Oh my God! Look at Misha here. He is just able to bully out Afterlife quite well. These right clicks. He's been working out at the gym, Mr. Bane.
It looks like I was very wrong about this exchange. Looks like Puck actually just gets wrecked, even with 2 tangos. Just 2 tangos on Bane is more than enough to beat your 8 tangos.
Brain Sap is insane.
Oh, mid lane, Chuvash.
Oh!
Scythe.
That Scythe was pretty sick. Sideblade's
That's side
good.
blade. That was close. All right. That probably like was more exciting than it needed to be, but we've been paused for almost like 15 minutes, so anything is good.
We gotta wow it. Gotta wow it. All right, Bane still trading hits here with Afterlife. He really needs that phase shift to just not get completely destroyed. That's like completely the right decision to gate that.
Double damage.
Oh, the charge is coming through, Misha.
Bane is gonna kill them both. Just watch and see. He does so much damage. Brain set. Brain set.
No.
That's not happening. All right, Afterlife comes in big. That was huge. And now Chubash moving in. Hopefully he doesn't lag out, but they might be able to find themselves a Slayer. He does have a crush if you want to go for it, but the dash is already there. Okay, now the orb already used. Looking for Afterlife, seeing if they can take him down. They will have another crush in a second here as well, able to connect onto one, but they're kind of splitting their damage, doesn't matter. They will be able to find that kill on a Slayer.
You were out of your depth.
That was actually really well played by Ark. I think he realized that he really didn't need to commit any of his resources to the Spirit Breaker, knowing that his team was going to be able to handle it, so he focuses all of his damage on Afterlife, forcing him to go back. It just makes it that much harder for the puck to get anything out of this lane.
Oh, and now in the mid lane, BZZ is going to be charged by the Spirit Breaker. We'll see what G is capable of doing here. If they can do any type of follow-up at all. They do have a leap as well if they want to go for it, but with Chubash rotating in, that's going to stop the charge from Vega.
Looks like the Ancient stacking has already begun. Got one stack here on the Dire side.
Yeah.
Gonna be looking to snowball G this game pretty certain.
That would be really good if they could manage to do that. And now Slayer going to be able to get this other one. This one's always a little bit tricky because sometimes the Ancient Prowler just like wants to be a D-bag and not move. Charge in. Misha has a Nightmare. He should be fine here.
Oh, there's an Arcane Rune though.
Now,
Charge is gonna be up in like 3 seconds. This might be a kill.
all right, Misha.
He went the wrong way though.
That's
I
unfortunate.
think if he orbed the right way, that would have been a kill.
Well, he can charge to Arc now. It's going to end up getting hit by this one. It's unlikely they're able to find any type of a kill here, though. He's just going to drain all the mana from Slayer and then blink away.
Has the
Meanwhile,
ring of
top
health.
lane. Oh, PL. Crushes in 3. They don't have Doppelganger for 20. That should be a kill. And he does end up going down there.
Leave us.
Very nicely done by Chuvash, just hugging him, making sure that he's not going to get away. I wonder if he could have made him miss that crush by lancing and running downwards, but it's really difficult with that turn rate.
I'm not going to lie. Completely am like forgetting what was going on in this game after that pause. Like what we were expecting was going to happen, everything.
That happens.
Yeah.
Doesn't even have to be that long of a pause. I think it just takes a couple of minutes and you really forget what's happening.
Ooh,
mid lane.
Speaking of which, Yoku is able to find himself a G, but the turnaround arrow going to connect to break the charge. Time to back out. Everybody's all fine and dandy. As a player, does that affect you a lot as well?
Oh yeah, of course. You just kind of like forget. If it's like a 2-minute thing, then I don't think it's that bad as a player because you're kind of focused on what your objective is. But if it goes for 15 minutes, then you really do start to forget because there's only so much time you can spend talking about what's happening in the game.
Yeah, that's fair. Arrow. Just going to be there onto the catapult. Clear that out. And more stacks coming in. That is 3 on this hard camp, or on the Ancients, rather.
Yeah, they're stacking both of them. So G is gonna be a monster if he manages to take these successfully.
Yeah, this could be really, really bad for Spartak, and likewise, great for Vega.
The seeds of fortune.
Things to keep our eyes on. It is a PL free farming up in the top lane. Meanwhile, bottom, Arc is also free farming. Has 22 denies. Already level 5. And top lane.
He's in a lot of trouble here. He has a lance.
He doesn't have any mana, though. They are turning on to Chuvash, and that's going to be a kill for him, but they don't have enough in the tank to be able to take down the PL.
Chilling touch. Good skill. Gives him enough damage. It really helps an Ancient Apparition out whenever they manage to get these early game kills. Getting that 6 as fast as possible is always so important.
Well, it's Treads AM. AA is level 4 right now and can get himself in a position to keep pulling and keep stacking up those levels. As BZZ farms mid. So timings-wise, when they start to come in, how worried are you going to be about like Arc just being able to take over this game? Is that something to be concerned about at all, or do you not think so?
I think whenever you're playing against an anti-mage, that's always a concern. But Afterlife, he's in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have any mana.
Oh man, yeah, that's not good.
I'm surprised he let that happen. He managed to get his orb off, but I think he was a little too greedy with the jaunt. I think he should have just jaunted. I think he might have made it. Or at least forced the anti-mage to take some damage, because I think the anti-mage would have blinked after him.
Yeah. And he just keeps on denying absolutely everything here. Like, Puck is getting levels, but by the same token, like, trading so many hits with Misha, and it's not a great lane for him in general.
Yeah, definitely. Puck, not only does he need levels, like, as a Puck, you really want the farm as well. Or not even one, you need the farm. Without your mobility items, you just are not very effective.
And then on the other side, you've got Nature's Prophet, who can just keep on farming in the jungle. Level 6 already, a little ways ahead of where this Puck is. And I feel like the next kill that they get on Puck, if he ends up allowing himself to die again, they can probably take that tower.
But the big thing is, while you have to be like wary of the anti-mage snowballing, you do always have that, first 20 minutes or so where he's trying to finish up his Manta style as well as the Battle Fury. So if anyone you need to look out for is going to be G's TA. With all of these stacks, he's going to potentially snowball out of control.
Yeah, and until AM really starts to get into those items, they'll have the ability to take that fight and find kills on the AM. So we'll see how they decide to deal with it. There is a ward placed down here which scouts out the area near where the Ancients are. At least one. But it doesn't block them anymore. But TA gonna start to take these now. The first set of them at least.
It's gonna be a while. This is a lot of Ancient Prowlers. This is the most annoying stack ever. I think Puck might need to help. Yeah, you gotta help. It's just too much regen. It's so annoying with all that regen. Oh, and he's missing a lot of the side blades. Oh, they're regenning up again.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. And this actually is not going to stack again, so they realize that this could be going on over here. They're kind of making Spartak think that the stack is being taken up in the top one, but it's actually going on in the bottom stack. And now they've shown up and they take down Sioma. So this stack taking a very long time to get done. It should put Puck over the edge to his level 6.
He leaves before finishing level 6, but finally the stack is complete. He'll be able to walk over to the other one. The other one not going to be as difficult, not so many Prowlers for that 10 HP regen.
Yeah.
Insane when there's that many of them.
Mid lane, a bash onto PZZ. Almost got hit by that Cold Feet proc, but was able to get the leap away. Now TA gonna have herself a little bit of a pause.
Oh no. Okay, good. Alright, alright.
Well, Bane comes a second too late to drop that ward down, so it is still going to block, but they'll realize that Ancients are blocked since the minute had passed. Also, there was a D ward up here on the top side, so they don't have any more vision of G doing these Ancients here. Oh, he missed his Meld Strike.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's always hard to take these Ancients when you only have 2 levels of your side bin.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have invested a little more into that. But he needs to kill off these Prowlers. Regen making things very difficult. Managed to kill off one, got the other one. Alright, now it's smooth sailing from here.
Okay. Well, you need to get through those refraction instances, and then across the rest of the map, it's still just going to be arc farming. They're playing it kind of passive right now. I think they're worried about a gank coming, but actually heading up towards the north side, as well as Spirit Breaker hanging out here and making sure that G gets the Ancients. So maybe Spartak here misreading the situation a little bit.
Dire's middle tower.
I think they're okay. I think it was.
A prize.
It felt like the ancient stacks didn't even amount to like that much. They took so long to do it. It feels.
Yeah.
The prize is
Level 6 on AA now though. If Spiritbreaker gets 6 as well, they can definitely start making moves.
He's looking about chasing this one, and they found themselves a silent. He's going to end up going down. The arrow is also going to connect. They dodge away from the Ice Blast. From bad to worse, and G does not have Deso. He's got amp damage. G is just throwing his life away here. He's going to end up dropping. They have the Nightmare onto the puck as well. Another crush is available in a second if they wanted to go for it. 6 charges. That was really, really bad, and it gives AM time to free farm.
Oh, that's rough. I think that was a lot of mistiming there. I think he went in thinking that the puck was going to be there at the same time, but showing up a little too late. In fact, he showed up basically as G went down, so definitely not how you want to be taking these fights.
And Silent ends up taking the tome for himself, which puts him to level 7. Spiritbreaker is still at level 5.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Not that it's the biggest deal in the world, but that might have been one of those things where you'd love to be able to... I guess he's going to get 6 here, so it's okay. Maybe he gets 6 here.
Alright, Spiritbreaker is now 6 as well. I think they're waiting for G to finish his Deso before...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Before taking him into fights, but... They're giving a lot of space to this anti-mage right now. This is like around the time where you want to start pressuring. Here we go. Charge on Nature's Prophet. Gonna be holding on to that ulti. Then here comes the Lance. I think he TP's out now. Oh, he gets that.
Chubash. Arrow also there. Now the ulti comes out. They're gonna kill them both off.
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
Baited.
That was... Steven, this is looking really bad.
And the AA ulti doesn't kill him.
Yeah.
That's really bad.
And this is a 14-minute Battle Fury for Anti-Mage. Deso's still not done there for G, so even if they do end up getting this in the next couple of minutes here, you start to wonder if like they're going to be able to get into a Blink Dagger afterwards and actually blow up Spartak, Mr. Arc here. I don't know. I'm getting more and more worried for Vega.
I wonder if Vega are just tilted out of their minds with that long pause.
Yeah. Feels like it could be. And a Fiend's Grip from the dark. They've been able to find him again, and he is going to die. Aloha Dance on his birthday. Just getting bullied around here. All right,
Why
they
do you
have
gotta throw in
Dust.
the birthday part? That's so sad.
That's what it is.
Great.
BZZ, TP out.
A soldier's
Oh, no.
fortune.
Unfortunately, I don't think that kill would have even happened, considering Nether Strike wasn't up.
Warriors of the wood.
If he had Nether Strike, I think they would have chased him and probably killed him, but unfortunately for them, not having that really hurt them. And, well, now you look at the net worth. 15 minutes in, you got 5k net worth lead, and that's against a TA who had 2 giant stacks, and you're still that far ahead. It's a really bad sign.
So was it the Psyblades that was the problem? Like only 2 points in it, or was it the meld? Like I don't understand why it took so long.
I think not having the Psyblade really slows it down a lot, and I think there was just some under. They were. I think he. Oh wait, hold that thought.
That is really bad.
Blink.
Arrow comes in, they got him. Slayer
that
shows
hurt.
up, but even if they end up finding the kill onto the Chubash there, he already has his Blink Dagger. They are perfectly fine with that.
Oh, wait.
Maybe find another.
They got
Okay.
Yoku.
NP, he shows up and not where he should have done. So they salvaged that at least a little bit, but again, it's TA killed off. Right
That's
after
definitely worth
Deso.
it for them at this point.
Okay.
The TA, I don't think the TA can carry them anymore. He's not gonna snowball this game.
Okay.
Like normally TAs who are having a good game and you rely on the TA to win you the game, they're gonna be top net worth for sure. Because you have a decent laning phase and then you stack ancients for them as well. But look at where he is right now. He's already gone down twice despite his massive creep score, and he's like 1400 behind the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage just farming away with his Battle Fury.
Yeah. I think part of the thing too is you look at the vision that each team has across the map, and right now Vega Squadron are pretty much limited to their like a ward up in their own jungle. And then you compare that to like what Radiant are able to see around the map, and I think that they did have a ward that disappeared over here or was dewarded. But yeah, they need more of this to be able to take out the vision advantage that Radiant had for a while. We'll see if
Silent. You can see that Silent just really, he was pinging out the anti-mage's farming path, and they really want to pressure him, but what can you do? Like, how do you even get in? There's no vision, so Spirit Breaker can't charge, and your Puck just had a very, very terrible start. He managed to finish his Blink Dagger at least, but I don't know if they have enough to follow up with it.
Yeah, they're gonna go in instead and try and sneak a Roshan. This is probably about the best thing that they could have done. Obviously, the Spirit Breaker can help them tank it, and
this is a really good call from Vega. They need to do something. And this is probably the safest thing they can do, and probably the most unpredictable thing they can do.
Ooh, and they also are going to have eyes on Arc right after this. Now he ends up getting over to the Ancients. They might still be able to find him, but Roshan goes down, and Arc now, let's be careful, gets himself a bit more farm, taking out that trap.
The value 1 gold.
Yeah. But it does feel like it's sort of Spartak's game to sort of run the pace that they want.
Yeah, they're happy with Arc farming. I don't think they really mind taking this into the ultra late game. I think they have the better late game anyways, between the Anti-Mage and Mirana as well as the Nature's Prophet. So they are definitely sitting comfortably right now.
Bane might be trying to get set up a gank right now on the Puck. And the orb is going to head through. Does he catch eyes on him? Misha, he spotted him. Fiend's Grip inside of the trees. Oh my god, Afterlife is so mad. I would be pissed. He's like hiding away in the trees and he finds him here. Like, what is that?
Hey, pro players are very good at hiding. And it takes a good hider to know where the hider is.
Okay.
I'm sorry for that.
Oh, it's good. I still just like, I can't believe that he found him in there. It's so nuts.
Oh, but they're gonna find Yoku.
Yeah.
See, just as you think it's impressive that he found Afterlife, it's still impressive that they had the foresight to predict that he would still be here.
Let's be real. Yoku should not have just. Well, anyways, it's fine. I don't know. I think that is less impressive than finding the guy in the trees when he was just like walking in the lane. You know what I mean?
Oh, I mean, the thing is, right? Afterlife would be pretty mad about that one, right? But Yoku would be equally as mad.
Yeah, probably.
Because you think about it, he managed to kill him off.
Oh no, Afterlife again. Oh no, a Dream Coil drop, but. Oh man, charge. Slayer. A blast coming in. Leap is not there. Instead, they're going to be able to take down the Mirana. But more space for AM to farm, and they're trading kills with Aegis up. That's a good one for Vega, though.
Yeah, you can't be upset with that one. That was a big kill. Are they going to smoke on this? No, they're not.
Yeah, they're looking.
Anti-Mage, he is looking strong. Going for Butterfly next. Already has the Battle Fury Manta. Yeah, he's going to be close to unstoppable once he finishes it.
Yeah, and getting a Butterfly like that this early when TA is like having to go back now for a Manta style instead. I find it hard to imagine how they're going to deal with this guy once he gets that Butterfly. And like is it, in your eyes, is it a you have to kill him before that comes out type of thing?
I think you just have to. You might have to itemize for it rather than pressure him at this point. I don't know if you can really pressure him. He's just a little too strong.
They're not stopping right now. Mirana there ends up being able to hit the arrow onto G. Now going to have to leap away. They're all moving back in, but guess what? High ground is being sieged right now by Arc. They're summoning Treants. They are not back right now, and oh, the TPs are going to start to come out, but they don't have a TP on PL. PL doesn't have a TP to get back home. It doesn't look like they know that, so instead they're going to be able to get out, but PL might be the one that ends up getting caught. Crush is there. There's going to be the amp damage. Arrow to follow. They got him again. He is going down. Oh, man.
Thou seest me
Man,
not.
oh, man.
Blessings.
The seeds of fortune.
Brutal. Well played by Chuvash, and they're gonna smoke up right now. Gonna keep up the aggression. It's right outside the tower. Oh, dude, Afterlife. Right as you talked about him being upset, getting caught in the trees. He's gonna get caught in the trees again. They're gonna find him.
They know. Afterlife, he phase shifts. Oh, God, they're just waiting. Oh, they fiend script him and man avoided him. Oh, my God.
I mean, this one was a little more predictable, though, because they saw him
For sure.
kill off the wave.
Well, they had the ward right here, too, which was scouting it all out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
All right. Well, G is kind of doing the same thing on the bottom lane now, just split pushing. Does have the Aegis, so he doesn't feel as threatened.
And he's getting towards items too, like, you know, this Blink Dagger, having the Yasha already done and going next for the Manta, which is getting close to completed. Like, he's going to be able to fight, at least the other heroes. The AM is still going to be a huge problem, but I feel like they're starting to get into the things that they need to be able to fight. Would you agree or no?
Dire's middle
It's
tower is
sort of.
under
I
attack.
kind of agree, but like, I'm a little worried about the Manta pickup because he's doing it so that he has a way to break the silence. But even if you break the silence, I feel like it's so hard to fight into anti-mage if you don't have the BKB. But I can also understand why you don't want the BKB because you can get amped still and you can get gripped as well. So it's a tough choice.
Can we talk about how Bane is one of the big reasons that they're winning this game?
I mean, yeah. Oh, they're trying to set up here, but it's the bait. They're not falling for it.
Fortune.
Is it a bait into a counter bait? Are they going to bring more here?
Then
Yep, it's
thinking
a
about
counter
it.
bait.
Silent.
The mysteries remain.
Oh, he is so dead.
Yeah.
See ya.
They're just like,
They
they're
want to
waiting.
find more.
Oh, they're waiting. There's Slayer. He's going to charge out the other side. Doesn't realize that there's more coming. Now TA is in the area as well. There's the grip. Jump forward. Crushes as well onto the PL. Nicely done. Do they have the rest of them,
they
though?
missed the arrow.
TA is able to bring up one. Okay. This isn't bad, but Ark, he's been able to find Afterlife. Might be able to blow him up over on the west side of the fight as BZZ gets the leap away. The charge goes through, and they are going to be able to find that kill. And in the meantime, Anti-Mage not able to stay on that slippery puck. He does manage to get out.
All right, that was a great fight for them. I think, like, you know, even though you're zoning out the puck as the anti-mage, I think he should have ignored Afterlife and joined his team in the team fight. I think you just kind of ignored the puck. Because I think he spent a little too much time chasing him, and it's really difficult to fight into the TA if your anti-mage isn't there.
Oh no, PL. And Spear Breaker now. Actually not going to go for that.
Middle tower is under attack.
Anti-mage is very close to his battle butterfly now. I think they're just going to wait
Radiant's
for that
middle tower has fallen.
and then take him into the team fights. Because once he finishes that, I fail to see how they have an answer for him.
Yeah. Oh, and maybe you can get into, you know, some other items that allow for a better fight around it. Like, you probably need to go Bloodthorn, I would guess, is like the better bet than an MKB, because your PL also needs to be able to hit, right? Or what do you think?
Not too sure.
the prize is mine.
Taking a look at everyone's items and where everyone is currently sitting at. Puck is going for Scepter.
I feel like there's a couple signs that Vega Squadron are slightly tilted. You like look at this like observer ward up here on the low ground. They're just like trying to do whatever they can to get like vision out and stuff, and it ends up being sort of sloppy. You know what I mean?
The low ground ward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder why they actually put it on the low ground. You think it's actually just a mistake? That's like a very far off mistake.
I can't understand. I don't think there'd be any other reason that it would be there, right? Like, you move it a couple things to the left.
The thing is, whenever people deward, they'll put it like to the left side. So I guess it's just to avoid getting dewarded.
I don't know. That's reaching a little bit, but maybe it's a possibility.
I think it's very possible. Because people will always put it, because the main reason why is because, so, you know, putting it where the Radiant run is, right, is pretty common. But more common than that is the one on the high ground. So whenever people try to deward, right, they'll basically place it slightly south of where the Radiant one is, so that they can check both the hill as well as the lane area. So if you put it below the hill, it's not going to reach.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. It seems, maybe.
All right, enough talking about the ward though. Both teams are smoked.
Yeah, and they're gonna miss each other here. There's a good chance that we end up seeing Spartak just bum rush high ground. Although they don't want to have to trade towers, that's for sure.
Yeah, you don't want to trade towers. I don't, just wait for this. I'm hoping that Misha puts down a sentry ward to try to find a potential dire ward here.
Okay. We'll wait
and then he
see.
misses this one. Oh, they're backing. All
Radiant's
right, we're not going to see it.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, now they realize pressure is coming in the bottom lane.
Illusion.
Puck. Draw out an
Radiant's
orb.
bottom
See if you can
tower
find
is under
anybody.
attack.
Nobody is there yet. An LGD TP in from Arc. Okay, I don't know. Apparently that's his favorite team.
Arc is LGD Ame fan.
We figured it out, guys. Oh, man. This is distressing for G, I'm sure. The butterfly illusions just, like, destroyed her.
It's very annoying. He needs a lot. And well, Yoku, they find the silent kill, and I think with silent down, I think they go for Roshan.
Yeah. Well, Roche is going to be a pretty easy pickup for them. A little leap attack speed moving in there, and damage as well onto him with the corrosive haze.
Afterlife, did you think about
go
it?
in. That's no
No,
way.
it's too late. It's too late.
Spearbreaker charging, realizing that that's not actually going to work. They do have vision, though, and now they've found themselves a Slayer. He's in trouble and going to drop. So, high ground imminent, and 45 seconds without a Spearbreaker. Beelzebub pushing bottom, but he doesn't do a ton of damage to the tower, actually. This could potentially be a lane of racks.
I think it's a lane of racks. I don't think they can fight this.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Like, Spirit Breaker is so much of their CC.
Are fortified.
Puck alone, I don't think it's
Barracks are under
enough.
attack.
So.
All right, jump forward, silence onto the
Radiant's
AM.
bottom tower is under attack.
Still, though, they're hitting the barracks here. Bottom lane, real you Aloha dance. He's hitting away at this guy.
Structures are fortified.
They're going to force a reaction eventually.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
AM looking to go and secure himself a shrine, and with
Dire's
the
top shrine
TP
is
back
under
in.
attack.
Oh, Yoku, he sees
Radiant's
him, but
bottom tower
there's no
is under
disable, so
attack.
he doesn't care.
Yeah.
All right, Misha didn't
Dire's
drop.
top
No one dropped
shrine
sentry.
has fallen.
Just want to see him drop a sentry.
Invisibility.
This is what this game has become to me.
If that ward is viable.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not. Because here's the thing. It's a question of, like, which is more likely? That they, like, super duper out-juked them with their ward spotting, or that they're tilted and they accidentally hit it early? You know what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? You
I
feel
mean,
my
I
flow?
definitely agree with you, but I don't remember the exact situation, so it's
Yeah.
always hard to say. Because it could have been like, I don't remember if they had a fight up there or not, because sometimes in the middle of a fight, you just have to drop it. Oh, Afterlife gonna make it away, not gonna get caught here.
Yeah. The Puck has had a tough one for himself. And it's weird, because normally, like, 4 deaths isn't bad for an offlaner. It's just I feel like people are more used to Pucks, like, not dying the entire game almost or something. But he had a tough lane.
He had a tough lane, and he had some very experienced hunters looking for him.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, you know, warding it's a really difficult thing to learn. I think warding is something that comes with experience. Like, it's not always about seeing as much as possible. I think that's the
Allies
the one thing people seem to forget.
Yoku not able to find anybody there. A good decision making right there, Vega Squadron, to get out before the pain train starts coming. And with everybody heading up to the north, Puck is able to push down bottom. So Vega doing everything they can to stay in this game, but they're always playing from behind, which means that this game probably could go on a little while longer. We have a BKB done for TA, and she's building towards an MKB now. And while the Phantom Lancer is just content for the moment with the Manta.
I think if Anti-Mage, if TA gets the MKB, then they have a way to deal with
Dire's
Anti-Mage.
middle
But
tower
until then,
is under attack.
especially since he has the BKB pickup, he's so
Dire's
difficult to kill
middle
right
tower
now.
has fallen.
See, they have a minute and a half left on Aegis. We'll see if they decide to siege high ground with it. It could be a pretty good strong in play. You also have Treants that are going to be able to push out the creep wave here. PL is not in the lane. Or rather, not in the base. But the call comes from Spartak to go hunting again.
They want to look for him. I think they realize something is up down there, but they decide against it. They're heading back into the mid lane. They think that there's someone standing
Dire are
outside
scanning.
the lane, but
Well, indecision. It's not doing him any favors. And now you're
Dire's
going to end up
bottom
having a
shrine
minute
is
left.
under
Aegis
attack.
is going to be down then. If they're not careful and you end up losing an AM here, this would be a huge turnaround, particularly right as the Aegis expires.
Dire's bottom shrine has
oh yeah,
fallen.
definitely. I mean, Spartak are ahead, but they're not ahead to the point where they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Because G has done a very good job at maintaining his farm at the same level as the Anti-Mage. He's only 2,000 behind an Anti-Mage, which is very impressive. Like, TA farms fast, but obviously it's not Anti-Mage fast.
Right. She's almost got that
The
MKB.
prize is mine.
This is a hero that doesn't deal well with physical damage, and TA has that in spades. They're also going to spot him out right now with that trap. Maybe a gem could have been a good pickup, and the Chubash does have it, so going to move around the map and see if they can take out all of those. Nice dodge there. The Ice Blast.
Afterlife in the trees right next to the Bane.
Look at that, and the ward is right there too.
He's so patient right now.
Now,
MKB is finished, so the damage is there.
Deso MKB. Where are they going to find somebody?
I think they're going to smoke for this, right?
I think that right now, this is, like, right before this was the strongest that Arc was relative to Vega Squadron throughout the entire game. Like, he has more room to grow, but now the items that Vega Squadron get, they're, like, orders of magnitude more effective against him, and his are less effective with each and every item.
Yeah, I can kind of agree with that. I think he's in a lot of danger right now. All it really takes is one Spirit Breaker ulti, and TA can kill him.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's very much that you can do to save him, because you can sleep him. I think that's like your best bet.
Yeah.
But they have to be very careful about how they play around this Anti-Mage.
Spartak probably playing with a lot of confidence right now. The flip side of this is you do have a sheep stick on the Nature's Prophet. But I have a feeling that Vega Squadron looking to try and take this fight and the big smoke play out.
Dire's
All right, we got to
bottom
watch
tower is under
the AM,
attack.
how the TA finds him. They're going to charge forward onto Misha, taking him out right at the start. Now there's no defense at all. They've been able to find Arc, but he's able to blink away. Do they have vision?
They need to
Can
get
they
out
find him?
right now.
The
They need to get out
gem,
right
the
now.
dust is there. They're able to blink up to the north, and it doesn't look like they're going to find anybody else. Vega Squadron a little bit off the mark there, but AM is able to escape.
All right. If
Tis mine.
if they smoke and all you lose is a Bane, that's very good for you, for Spartak.
Clear.
He's going to be moving towards his next item now, finishing the Basher as well.
Well, and this
What
was...
is PL getting?
I don't know. Does he have anything? I don't think he's bought any other items.
That does not look good for you.
The PL not having other items.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
No.
He doesn't have the greatest of farm, but he has to farm so carefully. He's always so scared of getting ganked by Nature's Prophet or Bane or Slardar, so...
God, look
he's
at how
showing
long
himself.
it takes to take this. It takes so long to kill the illusions coming out from the anti-mage, and now he's walking forward. They could find Aloha. Ah, he's backing out. Decision. Meanwhile, Yoku can split push up in the top lane.
The wards have spotted him out. They're going for it.
Yep, finding the real you. He's there.
Oh, they found one.
Sheep Stick comes out. That's a big problem. A Blast is going to go through. The BKB is already there, though. Can they kill him off? Aloha running right into the rapid lane. It looks like they're going to be able to get away with taking the Spirit Breaker's life.
Not too bad. I think he had to. He made Anti-Mage use his BKB at least, so that's the first use of his BKB. But
Sheep is there. They got the arrow.
This is an even bigger kill.
That is big.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Roshan's still a ways away before respawn. 2 minutes. It's a long timer, which does favor Vega, but this also might mean that they just decide to go for high ground here.
Yeah, I agree. I think Spartak most likely going to be making a move here where they can potentially force out a buyback from TA. I think that would be the most ideal situation for them.
And then if they take that, do they have to get out?
Dire's top lane has fallen.
All right, Lincoln Spear thrown onto Arc. That's a cool play right there as well, because he's going to get hit by the charge, but then afterwards it's blocks anything else that follows. That's the way that works, right? Because the charge breaks it on cast.
Yeah. If he gets a Lincoln on him while the cast or the charge is already happening, he's gonna get bashed anyways. But like you said, no follow up, Spear Breaker ulti or Cold Feet, anything like that.
Abyssal now done.
The seeds of fortune.
Okay, this is the scariest moment when you're against anti-mages, when he finishes these items, these kinds of items. Anyone who gets Abyssal is just gone.
Salamene smiles upon me.
Do they have anything like a Lotus Orb or stuff like that? Just the Solar's crest for the Spirit Breaker. And they're waiting for Roche, but like I said, it's a long respawn time.
Puck did manage to finish a Sheep Stick, so this is a pretty important pickup.
As far as the Ancient Apparition is concerned, 4 staff with dreams one day of an Aghanim Scepter. It's going to be a while, but he has that 30 health regen talent. They are walking underneath a ward here. There's just no way to stop that, though.
Shadow, take us.
That 30 health regen talent on Ancient Apparition is actually so much fun. Because you can itemize in a way that you just make sure you're extremely tanky, and then that 30 health regen makes your effective health pool enormous.
Right. Yeah, really hard to deal with.
Alright, Roshan is now back up.
Easy shot.
Halberd completed for the Nature's Prophet, but they also have an MKB done for Aloha Dance.
Roshan has fallen to the
Roshan's already down. He's gonna have to run away. They left the cheese in there.
Abyssal Blade is done. Is he gonna go? Doppelganger away. Sheep Stick to turn it. Okay, Ice Blast coming in as well, but able to dodge away from that one. But he's still fine.
Radiant? There's a cheese.
Yeah, that's not good.
Alright, whatever. I guess someone will find it eventually.
Yeah.
It's like finding a $5 bill in your pocket.
Oh yeah.
After you wash your clothes.
Arc, Manta dodges away from the Spirit Lance coming in. Arrow connects onto TA. In trouble, but they don't want to dive for it as of yet. Meanwhile, Real You walked into Arc. It's a lot of damage coming out right there, but with the Aegis still in hand, he's not afraid. Just going to keep on walking forward, taking down buildings. They kill him off once, but can they do it again? He has BKB when he comes back in as well. The rest of his team is starting to rotate in. The arrow's going to go out. Not going to connect on anybody of note, but the stun comes out as well. Now the back out. They have the coil as well. Onto 2. Stun is there, and Arc is going to be able to take down yet another. A big jump forward. TA is still alive in all of this, but they're just not doing enough damage. She has her BKB. Finally can turn on to him, but there is not nearly enough control or damage in the world to deal with that AM.
Well, that was a great hold from Vega. They only lose a tier 3, even against the Aegis of the anti-mage. All I'm gonna say is I think Mirana might have lived if she picked up the second shield. Although she was disabled like forever. She was just stunned for days.
Leaves of 3.
And
probably not, but
I mean that's the thing is that like it looks good because it's a hold, but I feel like they're still so far away from. I guess TAs get the next item. Maybe if the next item comes up, then they're gonna have enough to deal with the anti-mage. I don't. Do you think they already do? Damage? You think so?
I think they already do. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just because he had the Aegis, so it's a little misleading.
Oh,
did he
cheese?
Okay, they saw it. They saw it. All right, now they know. I think they already knew. So someone's actually got to pick it up.
Right.
So how can you make this anti-mage stronger?
Soldier's fortune.
He still has to get his moon shard, and you could potentially remove or replace your boots, maybe.
Okay.
I wonder if refresher is legit here.
Maybe.
I feel like it would be.
Mirana also
twice and BKB.
Mirana also has a Mjolnir, so she can throw that onto him if they want. Because he's not like dying in the fights, at least not at the start, or when they did the second time, it took them a while to be able to finish everybody off. As far as Vega Squadron goes, do you try and like focus down the Bane at the start, or like who are you going to be looking to pick off?
If possible, yeah, you definitely want to get rid of the Bane as well as the Slargar. Both of these heroes are most of Spartak's control, so if you can get rid of them, then you can actually, play around the rest of their lineup.
Buyback status right now: Nature's Prophet, Anti-Mage, PL, and TA.
Afterlife.
There's the initiation. No! He's off the mark. The crush is there onto 2. They're away. Sheepstick is out. All right. Fiend's Grip now as well onto TA. Can they blow her up in time? Abyssal Blade is there as well. She's starting to fall. She is gone. Buyback immediately. Now they need to get out of here. This is too scary otherwise, but they have been able to catch on to the real you. Aloha Dance barely able to walk away from that one. G jumps forward, blows up Bane. He's in trouble. He ends up getting stunned. Can they get him to silence?
Silence.
They interrupted from Slardar, and now they're going to be able to catch on to another. 3-3, BZZ, he's out of there. Arc is on top of the puck, but there's going to be the jaunt away, still alive. The real you trying to chase down BZZ, and he's in trouble. Still, it's the AM that's alive, but for how much longer? He's going to end up going down as well. They've got eyes on him, but he's going to be able to blink away. Spirit Breaker is still chasing. Aloha Dance, looking for that opening. They turn. There's the
catch. He got him anyways.
Nicely done there. Where was the TA throughout all of that? All right, they still have a jump forward. Arc is there, but they aren't going to be able to kill him off yet. And Yoku trying to run out of there as well. The Sheepstick onto the TA, but they still have enough damage that he blows up. So 4 ended up dying in that exchange. The buyback came from the AM, or no, it was from the TA and the SB. Still looking okay for Spartak. Maybe things getting a little bit testy.
I think overall they're still okay with that. Now they just got to make sure they can take down the TA one more time because she had to use the buyback. I think G had to be extra cautious because he did buyback, and if he died there a second time, I think the game was over. So he had to make absolutely sure that he wasn't getting himself in a position where he was going to die.
Invisibility.
Well,
that silence from Puck though, was huge.
If they get that crush off, that's game.
Oh, Arc?
Haste.
Okay, he's just steals the rune and runs.
Does he kill off Afterlife here? Oh! All right, Sheep comes out in time. He is getting a little bit too big for his britches. Time to get out, buddy.
Man, this poor Bane. It's like 46 minutes into the game and he has like 2 items.
Yeah. Ark just took his bounty rune. He has 9,000 gold, and Misha's like, please,
That hurts. I think he's gonna go for... Oh, he's gonna go for Scepter instead. Okay.
Huh.
I thought he was gonna get AC, because there's an MKB on the Templar Assassin, so I was wondering if he was gonna replace his boots with AC, just get up more armor to make sure that the Templar Assassin isn't gonna be able to burst him down, because even with 26 armor, he dies very quickly.
Yeah, I was wondering if maybe the Meld Strike had some value as well at this late in the game. And this is normally the point where you'd have your Puck having that, like, 420 GPM talent, but only level 20 right now. You do have PL.
Oh, Ark's is going in.
Is he going into this one? Gonna be able to catch onto one, but not enough damage yet. Charge goes through as well. They don't manage to find that ulti, but Misha in trouble is gonna go down. G blew him up. Sheep is there as well, keeping the Puck away. Chubash is gonna end up dying as well. Ark potentially baited his team into a bad position. They do have some split push that's gonna come from Yoku, but buyback status is not there.
I like this PL switch up. Gonna be going for the MKB. Like with these items, he can also kill off teammates as well. So
mid lane, Ark might have bit off more than he can chew as well. They get the Hex onto him. They work around that Aghanim Scepter. Ark trying to run out of there. Does the courier spot him to slow the kill? 90 seconds. But in the meantime, they've got these treants inside their base they're going to have to deal with. Every game.
It's this game again, yeah.
Invisibility.
Okay. What the hell? What else do we need to watch out for here? Bloodthorn is done. Nature's Prophet, he's level 23. TA has ours.
PL, as well as Scepter on Ancient Apparition. I think it just really hurts.
Ooh. Yoku's found himself a TA though. Arrow off the mark. He gets the BKB off. Now turns to fight. Oh no, Yoku. But I think G. A-Blast comes out.
Uh-oh.
There's a lot of heroes there. Chubash, he gets the stun as well, but the Nature's Prophet is going to end up going down. Chubash is gone. Also, Ark is dead. He ended up dying in the mid lane.
No, that
oh,
was
wait, no,
earlier.
he's still there. He's still there. I was like
dead.
confused. Okay. Thank God. Well, that's still going to be 3 gone.
This is happening.
I think it is.
I mean, Nature's Prophet has no buyback, so how do you defend this? You can't scare them into taking their base.
And all the lanes are pushing out. That's the big issue. Like, if that top lane was pushed out, it'd be a different story. But what was once a 17,000 net worth lead is dwindled down to 4K. And it's feeling like it might even shoot even further into the favor of Team Vega Squadron. I can't overstate how well they've played the late game of this Vega Squadron. Like, just the perfect moves around the map, making sure they make the right decisions, and they've held on and been able to pull themselves back into this.
Now they're going to get themselves a Roshan. Things are looking super bad for Spartak. Spartak are going to have to commit to a split pushing only type of game at this point. I'm starting to believe that they will not be able to catch up in terms of the team fight strength now.
What does that perfect team fight need to look like for them if they do end up running into a fight? Like, if they're able to, say, like, get a crush and then AM immediately onto TA without BKB, is that enough for a kill, or do they not even look for that?
I don't even think you look for that. He has an Aegis, so there's no point going for him. And I don't know if you can catch the PA or the PL. I think the PL has too much assistance. Like, I think Silent has a 4-staff. Yeah, Silent has a 4-staff, so you can always 4-staff him out. And then there's a Solar Crest on the Spirit Breaker. You can also charge through and just break up the whole fight. So it's just so difficult for him to focus down anyone. There's just too much assistance from the other side, or on the Dire side. Everyone has a way to basically do something to get their teammates out of a tough situation.
Structures are fortified.
And Anti-Mage is now going back for an MKB himself.
Radiant's top tower
he actually
has
sold his
fallen.
Ags because I'm pretty sure that he got charged by Spirit Breaker and then had to run in.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has
All
fallen.
right.
Dire's middle
Forcing all the
tower
Dire to
is
come
under
back. They're
attack.
going to take this slowly.
Radiant's
Took
top
2
tower
towers.
is under attack.
And everyone is back. Wait, where's this charge going?
Haste!
Shadows take us.
He's going bottom.
He's charging. Look at
They are
that.
moonlit shadowed. Oh, looking for a wraparound here. There's the crush. They found him. Triple arrow. Doesn't end up hitting on any of them, but it still looks pretty cool. And now maybe more. No buyback on Puck. 80 seconds. But Abyssal Blade is down.
I wonder if it's going to be enough. Puck is a huge contributor to these team fights, but I mean, this TA does have the Aegis.
There's Gem on the ground also.
There is a cheese on the Phantom Lancer as well. He's going to be going for the Abyssal Blade next. I definitely like this pickup. Going to allow him to stand toe to toe with the anti-mage.
Well, we do have the triple arrow, like you said, from Mirana, which hit one of those, and suddenly the game ends up looking a little bit easier. Okay, yeah, they really should try and... Did they pick up that gem eventually? Yeah. They need to get some of these D wards going, because there's a lot of wards just like randomly strewn around.
Well, anti-mage has finished his own MKB now. Is he going to get the Moon Shard? Does he have enough for buyback if he does that? I don't think he... Well, doesn't look like he will anyways. That was the most short-lived AM Scepter I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He like had it for like 5 minutes and then he sold it.
He like immediately realized that it was not good enough. That's the thing about it, is that you can play around it, and like it's sort of like a Linken's, except because sometimes spells end up doing worse things, especially charge. It's hard.
Yeah, I just wasn't offering him enough. Like, he really needs more items to carry and survive in these team fights. And I think someone on the Radiant side should really pick up, like, AC or maybe even Vlad's at this point. It's, like, really late into the game, but I think Vlad's would still help out in anti-mage tremendously.
Yes. I mean, Spearbreaker just got one himself, so that's, it's that type of a game. You need every little thing you can to help out those carries. Because I mean, the exception of, like, AA, I think, does definitely... provide a lot since he's got his Aghanim Scepter upgrade ultimate, but I don't know, these other guys are a lot of auras. That's what they need to be.
When will they fix or update Spirit Breaker's Scepter?
I don't know.
It's so terrible.
It's great, man. It lowers the
kidding me?
cooldown. That's the one part that's nice about it.
Yeah.
That's actually the
not
best
sold.
part about it. It's not great though.
That's the best. That's definitely the best part about it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. They're smoking up.
Level 25s,
Where
we're almost there.
Oh, they've been scanned out. Uh-oh.
Oh, they're all up on the high ground. Ark, he walks forward. They get it. The Abyssal Blade is there. He blows him up. Gee, they just stood there looking at him, and now he's going to man up, try and take him down. There's the blink away. He's fine for the moment. BZZ is going to end up dying. Now it looks like Misha is also going to fall. So they lose 2 in exchange for 1. Buybacks. You still have it on the Mirana, but no buyback on AA or Bane.
Not the trade you want. This Mirana just not strong enough. He's tried to stand his ground, but unable to do so against. I mean, just look at TA's items. How do you stand against that?
Oh man, AM
with Phantom
has
Lancer.
they're TP'd in on top of him. They got him. They got him. That's the late game. Oh, Diffusal Blade as well. They got him controlled. Lift up by the Ult Scepter. Can they kill him off? They're looking for where he's going to blink to. They see him off to the side, and they are going to be able to get him.
No, they didn't. They didn't know where he was.
Oh, I thought they saw him. They didn't get him. Jeez. With Dream Coil and everything else, that's really unfortunate.
Okay, they need to make some kind of rat play here.
Yeah. TPs right now, I think since they TP'd onto the Spirit Breaker, they actually can't get back to defend their base right now. And they took down, they're going to deal some damage with these treants. Maybe going to take down the tier 3 tower.
They're going to get it, maybe?
Nah, not quite.
Is he 25 yet? No, he's not 25. I was going to say, I think if he had double treant HP and damage, it might have worked.
Yeah.
Alright, so Butterfly is being replaced now with AC. I think this is the right choice, but this anti-mage is just cycling items.
I know,
His net
musical
worth
items.
doesn't change. Yeah.
I mean, this is the problem, is in these late game scenarios, your item change so much based upon what your opponents are doing and what you need at any given point. It does become an issue.
Yeah,
Puck is almost...
it's so tough for an anti-mage. This is one of those problems where you actually have too much money, but still at the same time, like, you don't know how to prioritize your items. I think there was a game a couple years back where it was this exact matchup, anti-mage versus PL. Yeah. And he just didn't know how to deal with the PL, right? He needed the Battle Fury, but then he needed other items to keep himself alive. Ended up selling the Battle Fury, bought, you know, Butterfly or MKB or something to deal with evasion, and then he quickly realized, okay, without Battle Fury, I cannot deal with this PL. So he sold an item again, bought a Battle Fury, and then he realized, okay, now I can't survive. So it's like, what do I do?
Yeah, it's just too much. And they don't really have. I feel like almost they're gonna need to like go into a Mirana Ags again or something, because like that's the only real wave clear type of thing that they have, or illusion clear that they have, is like her Starstorm, but that's not enough damage anymore either, really. Is it?
Yeah, it really isn't.
Like 600 damage, and you amplify that by 500%. It might.
I think when you're at this point, you just commit to your right-click build. I think that's what they need the most, and not to mention, like, the PL is a big issue, but it's not just a PL; it's a TA as well.
Yeah,
so they need to be able to address both of these heroes, but. The other thing too is that the supports actually have items, so they are contributing to these fights. Like
everybody but Bane.
Yeah, Bane just has nothing, and since he has nothing, it's just so difficult for him to contribute in these team fights. You know, you just breathe on him and he dies.
That's really sad.
A soldier's fortune invisibility.
Vision-wise, they have eyes on Arc.
Uh-oh.
I cancel it.
Abyssal now done on Phantom Lancer. He is 6 slotted as well.
Maybe it's time for Arc to go pick up that Moon Shard now.
I don't know. It's one of it just goes back to that thing where he's really unsure of what he needs.
Yeah,
the situation is always so difficult to read. So he's probably holding on to his gold to see if there's any options, like anything that comes to mind for the upcoming engagements. Like maybe he still wants to look at a refresher potentially, or he wants to look at even a Mjolnir. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he bought a Mjolnir.
Yeah.
Or he rebuys his Battle Fury.
As sad as it is, it's that type of game, and it doesn't get a whole lot easier, because once Puck hits that 420 GPM, which he now has, this is going to be the time where he starts to get into really scary items also, and buying Moon Shards for his team and all the rest of it. I don't think it gets that much easier for Spartak.
Yeah, I agree. They are really cornered right now. Nature's Prophet has not gotten anything new in quite some time as well.
Maybe you like go Necro Book for him and just try and rat it out. Like, I don't know if they're really going to be able to, like you said, take any team fights from this point forward.
I don't think you get a Necro Book. It's way too late.
Okay.
I think the only thing you'll do with that thing is feed him extra gold.
Okay. AM up on the cliff, spots out one, tries to find him, but did not get the correct one right at the start, and instead, it's going to be damage dealt onto the ranged barracks. Those treants starting to deal it. They got him.
has fallen.
Oh boy, if this is what's happening now. The 2 times HP, Treant, and damage. I mean, they're doing work. Look at them.
Arc is also getting charged, though. Yoku. He sees him sitting by, and now he needs to run. Shadow Blade back off cooldown in a second. He's going to make it through.
Oh, I think we're in for a long game again.
Yeah.
Neither of these teams are going to take risks, and Yoku is just going to rat his way to victory.
Almost everybody has buyback. They are going to spot out Roshan as soon as it respawns, and the TA trap did not spot this, so this is pretty good here.
Roshan with my eyes closed.
We also do have,
Has fallen to the ring.
Fatality.
like we've talked about a little bit, the triple arrow has some potential to be interesting too. Oh, Yoku. Hex running away, trying to get out of there, but he's going to be counter Hex. Now, Anti-Mage, in the meantime, is going to be going for the bottom lane. Puck ended up TPing in onto that. No, he didn't.
Structures are fortified.
It's another.
Glyph has been committed.
Dire's
Yeah.
bottom barracks are under
Oh, no, he had to get out of
He's tried
there.
to stay. No, he's got to BKB this.
Okay. He's out.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Chuvash, Force Staff, needs to run. Should be able to get out of there with the blink. So they get the mid Rarix, the ranged one at the very least. Top lane, Mirana's caught though. He's still leap out of here and is in trouble. Manta Style trying to take off the diffusal blade, turning to fight. It's not gonna happen though. She is gonna go down mid lane though. They're going again on a team, but the Hex comes out. There's the Fiend's Grip, not gonna be enough either. They immediately break it. Orc in trouble
has no
and
mana.
going to go down. They kill him off as well. So 3 kills across the map. They all have buyback.
Haste.
Misha going to die as well. And this looks like it could be a big old opening. At least to get the buybacks.
I think they'll only manage like 1 buyback. I think, because I think if Nature's Prophet buys back, they have to pretty much back up because this top lane is pushed in too far. Aloha Dance is already pushing it out now. No, actually no. He's gonna boots a travel in. So no, you're right. It's gonna be Mirana and Anti-Mage buyback. I think Nature's Prophet can hold on to his.
Radiant's middle tower
They might be willing to
is under
sacrifice.
attack.
Can they sacrifice a lane here or no?
They can sack one.
Radiant structures are fortified.
They might even have to sacrifice 2.
It's obviously so hard to split push once you sacrifice those lanes, but
Has fallen.
likewise, you give up anything here. Holding on to that AM buyback is so crucial. 28 seconds.
Radiant's bottom tower.
They can take this fight in a second here if they want to.
I think he'll buy back if they jump in.
This is really bad. Buying back at this point, it hurts so much since you've already lost so much. Arrow, okay, connects there onto the TA. Now the crush to follow it up. He needs to be careful, still 7 seconds away. The Dream Coil is there. The A Blast is coming through. They didn't buy back, and this is gonna end up being a couple heroes dead. AM is back up. Now can they take this fight? BKBs are gonna start to wear down pretty low as well. Arc has already taken down 1. Can he find another? He's on top there. That's the TA, but that Sprout, it ends up separating him. G's able to get the cheese off.
Okay, they got Afterlife. That's a very big kill.
All right, now looking for more over here. They're able to take down yet another. That's a kill onto the TA, dead for 2 minutes. But Puck is going to be able to escape. The real you, in trouble, has TP boots, trying to juke him out, but they don't. They're not on him. Yeah, that's going to be a sheep stick here as well. They caught him. Can they find any buybacks on the return side of this? Art carrying for his team with an ultra kill.
Double down.
No, you need to go Shrine. You need mana. Arc not getting mana is going to be the death of him. I'm calling it right now.
He's running in there. They're going to buy back on the Puck.
Invisibility.
With no mana, this is a lot harder to actually take this fight. Mirana picks up the MKB.
The prize is mine.
Dire's middle barracks are under
There's the buyback from the PL. Is that enough to get for the cost of a buyback on your Mirana? I think so.
Well, it was also the Anti-Mage, as well as the...
No, Anti-Mage didn't
Spartak.
buyback.
Oh, no, you're right. They waited it out.
Yeah.
Luckily for them, it worked out in the end. But I think, yeah, Mirana bought back and Slardar bought back.
Okay.
Misha, give him mana boots.
Allies disappear.
'Tis mine.
Still showing the strength that you have with an AM Mana Void. So we get later and later into this game now. Level 25s are coming fast and furious. We also have one for the Slardar. He's ended up going for the 20 strength talent. I think he's the only other new one.
This is the correct one. Not gonna find the puck. Gonna back away.
Spearbreaker's charge talent also feels like when he gets that, could make a pretty big difference.
Lotus Orb now on the Spirit Breaker. It'd be very nice for getting rid of that Amplify, or sorry, Corrosive Haze.
Did they have a Moon Shard yet? Yeah, I picked it up. That's good.
I think this is one of those games where TA should get the Meld Armor.
Yeah.
A soldier's fortune.
Personally, I prefer the Meld Armor more than the Refraction, almost every game.
It would make a pretty big difference for the AM. Sitting at 35 armor right now.
Warriors of the
Oh boy.
Yeah. It's
Wake
one
me
of
up
those
in
games.
15 minutes.
No, be good. I think that this is like the other thing is like taking a look at vision around the map, right? You have like some good wards placed down up here on the high ground. They're spotting everything out. Dire don't really see that much. I don't know if they have a gem anymore. Who has the gem? It's Puck has one, so he didn't end up spotting that, and also Slayer have one. So now they are going to be able to get the D ward here.
Where are the Rapiers?
That's a good point. That's really what we need. Might be worth it for... Do you like the idea of like NP picking it up maybe?
Wait, I hear a charge.
Then
Moving
But
pretty
I hear
quick.
it.
Arrow goes out, connects onto one, but I don't think that they want to go on that. If that was the TA, maybe.
You're out. How scary is that? That Spirit Breaker just charges at you, and then there's 3 boots to travel to on him. From 1 hero to 4. Uh-oh, they see Anti-Mage.
He's looking for him again. Does he have any inkling that this could be happening? They're
Radiant are
scanning, but the charge is canceled. Also, Puck Ags. We saw the AM blink out of it with BKB on earlier. This is no longer going to be possible.
Thou seest me.
I think this is the right choice, for sure. It provides you so much lockdown.
68 minutes in. Illusion Rune spawning, and Arc might decide to send those just over at the lanes or possibly even at barracks. BKB picked up for the Slardar. Are we almost there for the talents for Spearbreaker? He's still a little ways away.
Dire's courier has been
Oh, the Courier.
Whoa.
Scotty.
Whose Scotty was that?
Phantom Last.
Okay.
Are they going to brute force this?
They're thinking about it. We'll keep our buyback status open for the moment. Charge goes in. Onto Illusions.
Wait, they see the AA. They should go on the AA. Oh,
There's
no,
also
it's too
no
late.
PL right here. He's up in the top lane, but not willing to take the chance. Gotta risk it. Keep sitting on your biscuit.
take us.
There it is. There's the opening.
Except
Finds
for-
G. They're on
Oh,
top
they
of
got
him.
him.
Blowing him up. Popping up. Can they kill him? Yes. They've got
Doesn't
one.
buyback.
All right.
Buyback.
And now the Fiend script, it ends up still going out. They're not going to be able to kill up anymore. They buy back on the Spearbreaker, but not on G yet. It's also an
this is
Agnum
so
Scepter.
scary.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
They're
They
sending the freeze.
need to slow siege right now. That's what they need to do. They want to start poking and prodding.
There's the buyback. They end up
Going
hitting it. BKB out as the arrow was coming through, but he's able to jump away. I think, no. Arc's out of mana. He's going to end up falling. They take him down. The Nightmare was also there onto Bane. I think that he accidentally ended up switching it over. Must have a little bit of a misplay there. And now, 70 seconds in, or 70 minutes in, it's Anti-Mage gone for 80. They did force the buyback on the TA, though. And now the charge in. Over here on the side jungle, Slardar is going to be caught and killed off.
Oh,
He
has
is
no
dead for
buyback.
100, but you do have Yoku split pushing while this is going on.
Yeah, he does have the Aghanim Scepter as well, so gonna be a lot more effective in doing so. It's gonna buy. Oh, he's standing on top of the trap.
Oh, what?
Are you kidding me? What is this
only
trap? Oh, the Lotus Orb as well.
Great play by the Spear Breaker, and that's going to catch him. A second Hex comes out. He is going to end up going down here, it looks like. That being said, you do have the melee barracks is starting to take damage. They took out both of the range barracks. Mirana can send in illusions. There's just gems littering the ground. But the waves are starting to get pushed in.
Oh, top lane. Gotta look out for this top lane. This PL is doing it. This PL has to be very careful though. There is a Bane, and then there's 2 buybacks. So I think he has to run.
Yeah.
If he gets caught out here, he's gonna die. He's gonna get bought back on and then killed. So.
I can't believe how poor Misha is. Can you imagine if this hero actually had some items? Is 3,800 net worth?
No, I cannot imagine this hero with items because it's Bane. How do you farm on Bane?
I don't know. Like, farm heroes or something. Because, like, if you think about it, like a Fiend's Grip with, like, an Aether Lens or, like, a Blink Dagger or, I mean, let's get crazy for a second, say a BKB. This hero needs a GPM talent. He needs a GPM talent so bad.
He needs a GPM talent, yeah. I don't even think BKB will help him because there's just so much physical damage. Even if you had BKB, you would probably get 2-shotted by the TA.
Well, key things here. Anti-Mage was not forced to buy back. Nature's Prophet was not forced to buy back, and neither was the any of the other heroes. They weren't like even really pressured. So they will be able to hold this and probably threaten for Megas. But it doesn't feel like Mega Creeps are even going to decide this game.
It definitely isn't, but it'll make things easier for you.
Right.
Not having to worry about lanes getting shoved in is always a nice thing. Man, look at Yoku's build. He's going for the refresher.
Oh my god.
Invisibility.
Oh, well, you know what he's doing. He's got the extra Treant summoned and the Treant damage and HP. All right.
70 minutes. Oh, here we go. PL sitting in your mid lane.
Well, they're breaking the back door so that way they can get onto the top tier 3 tower. Still has not fallen yet. Arc ready to hit away. Cause issues if something comes up. Real you. Looking forward. Crush off the mark. Not going to find him. They do get the arrow though. That's not bad. The walk forward, the Abyssal is there, but Arc in trouble now. He doesn't have anywhere left to go. He ended up getting stunned as well by this one. He's going to end up going down. The Mana Void before he dies, but he's going to have to buy back immediately to get back into this one. Fiend's Grip taken away in 2 seconds as well. All right, BZZ trying to run out of there. They're doing a lot of damage. Another arrow combo comes out, but it's not enough. Yoku walking forward. He's getting so much damage out with his ulti, but it's not enough either. They still haven't killed any of them. G has got caught again by the Nightmare, and he does end up falling. But can they do another round of this? There's the Hex. They walk forward. They get the stun. It goes through. The charge was there. Arc is gone. 2 minutes without an anti-mage. But look at Nature's Prophet. Up here at the base, he's going for the Ratastic plays. Can they take it down? They might actually be able to do this. They're TPing back right now with the puck. They need to defend. But it looks like that's going to be about it. Mega Creeps on one side. Maybe, just maybe, Yoku should have gone for the Mega Creeps himself.
Hey, he can still do it.
Oh, BZZ, he gets caught by G. Now they have to Nightmare to try and hold on to this, but Mirana buys back. I don't know if they have enough left in the tank.
He's hitting the racks.
All right, well, that's going to end up being BZZ. He's going in for it. They're taking down the throne. I don't think they have enough, though.
They can't do it.
It's not there. Rampage comes in. That's going to be it. GG gets called. It's not enough, and Vega are going to tie it up. 1 game apiece as we move on to this game number 3 elimination match.
Oh man, what a game. That was... I feel like we just casted an entire series with this one game because it was like paused for almost 20 minutes to begin with. And then it goes on to become a 70-minute game. If Vega lost that game, they would be so mad for having to wait that long and then play a losing game.
Oh, man.
Oh, well done to them. They made it work.
They really did. And you look at this, just again to talk about how sad Misha was. He had the most of support items purchased and the least net worth. It's just like this hero does not get stuff. But really great showing. Ended up being the G show, kind of 16, 6, and 18 after kind of a rough start, and AM just wasn't able to do enough at the down the stretch. Any final thoughts on this game, Steven?
I'm done.
Done. End. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back for game number 3 in just a few. Lyrical and Steven, your 2 casters for this one. Eos and Dota. I just get used to calling you the other one. I'm sorry, buddy. We'll be back in a few with game number 3.